Hey guys, I am back for another video. Jeez, how long has this been now? 2 years? Okay, so I have a couple of ideas in mind here. First off, let me just kind of say, this time I will be back making YouTube videos, and there should be some every week, every few weeks. There will be a new video. I'm not going to take that 2-year break again like I did the past, 4 tries that I've done. So, first idea that I have in mind is going to be a little weekly recap, and I suppose there's other YouTubers that already do this as well, but hey, I figured I can add my side of the story, my reactions to some things, and plus the more YouTubers you have that talk about NASCAR, I see it as a way that can help the fan base grow. So yeah, I have other ideas, and those will be explained in probably other videos that I do. And actually, you know what? This is gotta get. There we go. That black box should be out of the way now. So yes, this is how I look like, guys. If you did not know that, some of you may have. Some of you probably not. Well, actually, people that have been here since I first uploaded videos, how long ago was that now? Like 2015? Those of you that have been around for that long, congratulations, your wait is finally over. So, let's talk about the Daytona 500 that happened yesterday. So to start off, for the Daytona 500, what a race this was in the beginning. We had a 2:30 Eastern Time start, and a lot of people have been asking now for a noon start. We had rain after the first 15 laps. Actually, before the rain hit, Christopher Bell makes a rookie mistake in turning Eric Almirola into the wall. And that ends up Wait, did he turn him into the wall? I don't actually remember. Sorry guys, I don't have any notes with me. But Almirola gets turned. That creates a 16-car pileup. Takes out a number of good cars. William Byron has significant damage. Tyler Reddick's car looked absolutely destroyed. I'm surprised he was still able to go. Truex was involved in this wreck. Alex Bowman was involved in this. Matt DiBenedetto, Ryan Blaney, those 2 cars were taken out early as well. Almirola's car was wrecked, obviously, what I said earlier. Michael McDowell ends up taking damage trying to avoid the wreck. He actually hits the outside wall at the start of this wreck, trying to get around it. That's going to add damage to the right front. As a lot of you guys know, it does not matter how much damage you have at Daytona. You can win this race even if you have a damaged race car. Even the Busch Clash last year, Eric Jones's car that car should not have even been running up front, but he was able to get a push from his teammate Denny Hamlin for the win in there. Okay, starting lineup: Alex Bowman, William Byron. Actually, Byron was supposed to start second, but wrecks his car in the duel 2. He's going to a backup car and to the rear. I got a computer with the starting lineup here that's off to the side that you guys cannot see. There's going to be a little graphic on this side here, like right here. That's going to have the starting lineup that I'm talking about. See, in row 2, you had Almirola, Austin Dillon. Row 3, we had Christopher Bell starting 5th, Bubba Wallace starting 6th, Ryan Newman, Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch. Actually, Ryan Preece started 11th this race. I did not actually notice that. So after we hit the red flag for Christopher Bell's incident, he got a push from his teammate Kyle Busch. That's what got him all loose and turning Almirola, causing the big one. Hey, every driver's done it once in their career. Every driver causes the big one at least once in their career, so it's a rookie mistake by Christopher Bell. I think that it's not going to become a common thing, or let's hope it's not going to be a common thing for Christopher Bell in the big one, but I think that's just going to be a one-time mistake here. So after that, we had a red flag for rain. We didn't have rain before, and we were supposed to have rain all throughout the week. Actually, it always rains during the Busch Clash. Why did we not have any rain there? We ran the road course this time. It's what I noticed with the NASCAR Cup Series. It doesn't seem like we have rain whenever we're running the road course. But all before the race, it seemed like it was clear, and well, the rain hits and we're red flagged for 5.5 hours, or was it 6 hours that we're red flagged for? We're red flagged for a while this race. We come back with the 9 p.m. Eastern start. So that's 6 o'clock for you folks on the West Coast. After that, we had a bunch of single file racing when we came back green. Actually, after, the first 15 laps of the race was actually pretty exciting. I liked watching the first half, but after those first 15 laps, when we went back racing, it seemed a little boring. Actually, I had Quinn Houff, Chase Briscoe end up causing an incident. That comes a little bit after we go back green. So after that incident, we're back under yellow once again, and after that, it's just single file on the top line for the entire rest of the race. You had Ford, Chevys, Toyotas all coming in on their own pit stops like a normal Daytona, Talladega race, working together. But yeah, we're single file up till about the end of stage 1, where Denny Hamlin is able to hold off Ryan Preece for stage 1. You guys can probably see that video if I'm able to find it and put it in this spot. And then after that, we're back green flag again, and we're back single file again after stage 1 ends. Denny Hamlin's going to end up winning both stages. We're going to just skip over stage 2. We're going to get to the end part of this race. We were running single file for about the last 60 laps of the race. Actually, after a couple of green flag pit stops, Joey Logano is able to take the lead away from Denny Hamlin. Hamlin gets stuck in the rear of the field single file. Hamlin led just about pretty much every lap when we came back from rain. And now we were green flagged. Hamlin led for the majority of that race. But Joey Logano was able to lead for the last 20 or 30 laps, or about the last 20 laps. His teammate Brad Keselowski ends up getting a run. He gets to the bottom of Kevin Harvick. He's going to come up to his back bumper. Logano throws a block. Both of them get slowed down just enough for Michael McDowell to end up passing them. Logano and Brad both end up making contact with McDowell, and they both go spinning. That was not McDowell's fault for the wreck, but Michael McDowell takes over the race lead on the white flag in turn 3. Yes, the same Michael McDowell from this incident in Texas. This is also the same Michael McDowell from this incident at Watkins Glen just a handful of years ago.
No trouble. Ryan Newman, hard into the wall. Michael McDowell, hard into the wall. Right there. Right into him. And hard into that guardrail and the tires. Sends him back out in the middle of the track here. Into McDowell. See the rear end housing loose from the car, and then it goes over the fence. That last impact from McDowell was probably knocked the wind out of him.
He went from his Texas flip in qualifying to almost flipping at Watkins Glen to winning the Daytona 500. Michael McDowell! What a way to pick up your first career win, and now he's in the chase. If he can hang on to the top 30 in points, I think he can do that. I'm gonna throw a wild prediction out there. Michael McDowell, I think, is gonna hang on in the top 30 in points. He's making the chase this year. Okay, I'm going to be extremely confident on that one. Chase Elliott, though, is going to come home in second. Austin Dillon will have the third spot in this race. Kyle Larson actually looks like he could have his first race back since Phoenix the last year, at the beginning of the year. He ends up, looks like he could have had a top 5 or top 6 and does not maintain pace speed. He ends up making contact with Denny Hamlin and he ends up spinning it. He'll end up finishing 10th when the caution comes out. I saw some people complain about that, about how if the field's frozen on the caution, why is Kyle Larson scored 10th? Because he did not maintain caution speed. He did not maintain speed. We have a similar incident of this happening. You can remember Marcos Ambrose 2010. He stopped his car going uphill and he tries to re-find his spot. After he gets back going, he tries to re-find his spot at the front in the lead. Nope, NASCAR does not allow him to do that. He did not maintain caution speed. So Front Row Motorsports made the chase with Chris Buescher. That was their last win back in 2016 on a rain fog-shortened race at Pocono. And their last win before that was David Reagan. I think Front Row Motorsports only has 3 wins. All 3 of those wins come in the 34 car. So we're going to look over at this finishing lineup here. So Michael McDowell, already mentioned, comes home first for this race. Chase Elliott second, Austin Dillon third. Kevin Harvick will have the 4th spot, Denny Hamlin 5th. Actually, a few notable names here. Ryan Preece is going to finish 6th. 7th is Ross Chastain. He put together a good finish. 8th, Jamie McMurray. He hasn't even been in the car in about 2 years now. I think this is his one race that he's doing. I don't know if he's going to be back in the car again. It would be cool to see Jamie McMurray back in the car, but so far, if this is McMurray's last race, finishing 8th in the Daytona 500, that's a good finish by Jamie McMurray. Corey LaJoie takes the 9th spot. I looked over his name this first time, and Larson rounds out in 10th. Cole Custer's going to be 11th. Joey Logano 12th. Brad Keselowski 13th. A lot of these bigger names back here. Kyle Busch, Austin Cindric, Christopher Bell. Bubba Wallace is going to be in that wreck as well. Actually, I think the first 18 cars were the only cars that were on the lead lap. We had about 28 cars left in the race. The first 18 were on the lead lap. Everyone else after that was at least a couple of laps down. Actually, we're going to talk about that final lap crash here for a second before we finish up this video. But when Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, they get turned, Brad Keselowski flies up, his car hits the catch fence, he gets plowed into by Kyle Busch, he'll get plowed into by every car that's on the outside line. Bubba Wallace just doesn't end up having anywhere to go, and he ends up hitting Brad Keselowski, or was it Kyle Busch's car, but Keselowski everyone is okay in the wreck, and you can see it was a it was just a fireball wreck in turn 3. That was, I almost forgot to talk about it in this video. I don't know how to, but I don't really know how to explain that really. It was just a fireball. Glad to see everyone came out okay. It looked like in that crash that somebody was going to be injured in that wreck. And luckily they all got out under their own power. Kyle Busch, I think, was the last one to get out of the car. They brought the ambulance over there. And he ends up climbing out under his own power. Keselowski took part of the hardest hit of all. He got out of his car, frustrated, gave an interview about you can't drive everyone else's car, or you can't control everyone else's car. That was what he said in his interview after that wreck. So, let's finish up this video now. I'm going to have to come up with a new name for this little series. It's going to be, just to recap, this is going to be a quick, just weekly news update for things. I'm going to gather different NASCAR stories that have happened during the week, and I'll talk about them at the end of the week. Of course, so the race is going to get main priority. Actually, if you guys actually have a a story that you guys would want me to spend more time on, just leave it down in the comments on a more recent video that I upload, whether it's this video or if something happens like 6 weeks from now. Whatever my most recent video is, if you have any idea for me to talk about or anything you want to hear my opinion of, feel free to leave that down in the comment below. I'm going to try and provide my opinions, and of course, if you guys want more to the story, you're going to have to check out every other NASCAR YouTuber. I'm a little bit late to this. Actually, instead of a little bit late, I'm extremely late to providing news updates. Yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. And actually, quick thing, I'm gonna end up changing the name from the Chevron Cup Series, but I think this is gonna be the last time in the video that I actually say the channel name. It will get changed. I'm not sure if I can, but if I can get in trouble for using the name, I'm just going to end up changing it. I never thought about that when I first made the channel, but since Chevron is a company, I don't know if I am allowed to actually use that name. So that name will get changed to something else. For right now, it's going to stay as a channel name. That's the last time I'm going to say it. Actually, this is going to be the last time I'm actually going to say it. One last send-off. This was the Chevron Cup Series. We're signing out of this video.
McDowell in tow, Dillon on the bottom.
The run's on top.
Whoa!
Teammates.
Around they go, and a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Larson.
Caution is out.
Bubba Wallace is in this. Austin Cindric. Hard hit by Kyle Busch. Caution's out.
McDowell is first to the line.